Hello, my friends. It's Suzanne. Welcome to another Thursday afternoon. Letters live. Although I don't do any lettering live. I should though, shouldn't I? Now I'm just, as usual, trying to set up my... Is anybody here? Nope. Okay. So, here's our usual welcome signs. Using the Away with Words dies from Elizabeth Craft Design. Hi, Yogi, I see you. Welcome. We're going to make a little mess today. That should be fun. We need Wanda here. Wanda's our real mess maker. I shouldn't say that. She makes gorgeous messes. Okay, well, I'm just waiting for a little bit to get some people here, and I wanted to tell people that we'd love it if they would join the Suzanne Cannon fan page, and they should join because there's lots of ideas that go on there. Hi, Caitlin. Yay. There's my link lady. Caitlin is standing in for Kathy Jo this week. So thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin's on my island. She's on my coast, so she's in my time zone. Hi, Ellie. Thanks for dropping in. I can see that. I still can't see anybody on my monitor here. It's kind of notifications. You think I'd get a notification that, oh, there, maybe that will do it. Oh, there we go. Notifications. There. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. It's still not what I used to see, but this will do. So today we're going to make, remember I've been saying I need to do a new welcome sign? Well, today we're going to do something completely different, and we're going to make a new welcome sign. So you can guess which die we're using. I'll take these off, and I'll show you what we're doing. And don't mind me, I haven't been talking to anybody. You guys are the first people I've talked to all day. So if I get tongue-tied, you know why. So today's project is, da-da-da-da, it's one of these light boxes that you see in stores and online, and it has a little light switch in it, and it lights up with a little message that you can put on it. How cute is that? I mean, you can put all sorts of things on them. Let me show you what they come like. The one I got anyway. Comes with a whole bunch of letters, and they just break apart. You take them out of the bag and break them apart, and then slide them in to the little slots here, and you can make whatever message you want with the things they've given you. Here's the box, and it was $14 at Superstore in Canada, and that's probably about $10 US. You can have a look on Amazon, which is kind of everybody's go-to place when they want to know something, and I couldn't find any for less than $35, and I don't know what the difference is. I think if you go to like Radio Shack, if they still exist, that you can find them for like under $10. Now, they might be smaller, I'm not sure. The only thing I would say about this one is that it comes with a cord that plugs, it has a USB port in the other end. So I don't have my computer near here. So I just got my pocket juice and plugged it into my pocket juice, and that's what we're powering it with. So let me just turn the light off. There. Oh, no, the big light's still on. Let me get that off too. Too many switches. Oh, and you know what? I bet the camera corrects for that. Oh no, there it is. Isn't that sweet? And the thing I've used for coloring the die cuts is alcohol ink. And what it is doing is, because it's translucent, the light's coming right through it. So that's kind of fun, huh? Okay, I'm going to turn the lights back on so you can see what's happening. And then I'm going to put this over here. Hopefully it's still within viewing. And I'll show you what we're going to use. Oops. Okay. Let's try that. No, it's kind of, there's a bit of a delay from what I'm seeing online. So what we're going to use today is glue dots, surprise, surprise, micro glue dots, and you just use those for attaching it to the project. But the main thing, of course, is the welcome die cut from Elizabeth Craft Designs and the friends. And you could do hello, you could do happy anniversary, happy birthday. There's lots and lots of these dies that you could make little signs with. So there's what they look like on the other side. And they're available on my website, and they're available on Elizabeth Craft Designs website, of course. And if they're on my site, they're in Canadian dollars. Just to warn you if you go shopping there. Okay, so that, and I do have them in stock because I have those right there. And of course, the other thing we're using is the alcohol inks, as I mentioned, and that's, these are the regular ones. These aren't the new pearlescent ones. These are the standard ones. And I kind of stuck to light colored ones. So raspberry and purple twilight are being my favorites. And of course, lettuce is one of my favorites too. It's just so bright and vibrant. They're all bright and vibrant, don't get me wrong. The eggplant, gorgeous, but a little more opaque. And I wanted to show you the alcohol blending solution, which you can use to clean things up or wipe them off if you change your mind about something. It's different than alcohol. It does different stuff, so don't think you can get away without it because you have to have it. But we didn't use it today, or we're not going to use it today. And the mixatives are the metallic gold and silver and copper, and it's best not to use those for this either because they're opaque as well. So I'm just going to put that over to the side, and you can sort of see that. I'll try to move that. It's a big thing. And then the cardstock is the Staples Right-On Transparencies. I bought a whole box a long time ago, and I seem to keep using them. I used them for stencils a few weeks ago, and now I'm die cutting with them. I've die cut the gable box with them, so you make a transparent box and you can see what's inside. Of course, you have to fill it with candy when you do that. And I think that's about it. Not a lot of supplies needed. Oh, you know what? What's important actually is the tweezers, unless you want to end up covered in alcohol ink. And I've actually managed to get away without being covered in it because I used the tweezers. And I seem to be doing quite a neat job, which is not really my usual style. So these die cuts were colored, and I'll do that in a minute. And then they were mounted on strips of transparencies, and I'm not sure if you can see those, but I just cut transparencies the same size as these slots and then mounted the die cuts on those. Okay, and just shove them in like that. So both. And there's just like 2 or 3 glue dots holding those in place. So you could reuse those if you wanted to, or put them aside as they are. And, okay, let's move that back off to the side. So I die cut the letters, the words, from the transparencies, and there they are. And they're probably hard to see, but once we get color on them, they won't be. So I just cut a few of those. Now this one I wanted to show you because it's gorgeous, just gorgeous. I cut it out of glossy cardstock, and it's bold and beautiful and would look awesome on here. But the thing is, when you turn the light on and the rest of the room is fairly dark, it will be black, which might be fine. That might be a great look for you. But if you use the alcohol inks on the transparencies, then you'll get that color coming through the back. This will be a solid black when it's backlit. And I might, if I remember, I'll demo that later on. But let's get on with the fun. Okay, let's put you aside. Okay, so with the leftover piece of transparency, I'm just going to use that as a guard sheet. Bring out welcome. Not that welcome. There we go. Let's use this one. Just got to make, oh no, I was looking for the one that had the counter space out, that had come out, and sometimes these don't want to come out. And I would say, you know, the first time I die cut these, they die cut really well and everything came out. And then I don't know whether I used a different plate, but the plate has to be in good shape for these to cut, or maybe, I don't know, I turned it 90 degrees too and I cut it, and it was fine after that. But I did have some unsuccessful ones where the counter spaces didn't come out. Okay, so choose your favorites, and I'm going to use the raspberry and purple twilight, and I'll put this in there too. And it's just so simple. You can just, it takes off with a mind of its own, and it's not sinking in to the paper underneath, so you can see what's happening. It kind of starts off a bit slow. You just paint right on the letters. And I think maybe that's why you don't get too messy. And then the colors will blend where they blend. Let's put some in right up there and let it go. And alcohol inks travel. Let's put that there. And then if you want, you could flip it over and mop up some of the color there. You kind of lose some of the control over where the color is going. Oh, let's change over. Let's put some green in there. I mean, you could stick with those two colors. They're really nice. Kind of running out of spaces that I haven't done, but that's okay. I kind of got excited there with the purple and the pink. So basically, whatever colors you have or whatever colors you love, just go ahead and, oh, see now that naughty green kind of took over, didn't it? And it turned it into a brown. Ha! Bad Suzanne, bad technique. Ha! Let's take it back. You know it dries pretty fast, so let's just go back, and I should have stuck with what I got before. There, see, you can save it. And if you really wanted to, you could take the blending solution and fix it completely. Now, the other thing you're probably noticing is, oh, look, you're getting some stuff happening here. So I would do some more work with that. But this is one I was working on quite a bit, and you can see there's all sorts of stuff happening on there. And what you could do is actually die cut this piece. And you might not have as much control, but you might see things in there that you want, and it would look really cool, and you really like those colors. So, you know, you might want to die cut right across here, and that's certainly something you can do. So there's a variety. If you get more mileage out of it too, do a different die cut out of that. So, and then this will just dry up. And you see I didn't get a counter space out there. I'll pull that out afterwards. I'm going to go back and see how that's gotten really dull. Let's make it brighter. Yeah, that green was a mistake, and yet I have green in the other one. Bad red lettuce. And maybe just a little tiny bit more. But that's all you have to do. Just play around with it. And I didn't even get out any paper towel. Normally I would have that really close at hand. But let me pick that up again, put it there. Oh, see, it's already looking better. Just give it a minute. You can see where that brown is almost gone. So that's all I did. And that's what you can do. A transparency, some alcohol ink, some die cuts, and you've got yourself a fun little light box, a welcoming sign for people. And there it is again. And anybody got any questions? I'm not getting the comments again today. Comments on. Okay. Well, I'll stand up and look at the phone, and I'll see if there's any comments. Thanks again to Caitlin for doing the links for me. I appreciate that a whole lot, and people watching probably appreciate that a whole lot. And yeah, stick to the translucent colors, and you'll be fine for the backlit. There's the one done on glossy cardstock. And what I'll do is I'll turn the light off. And I hope you join me next week. I think it'll be Kathy Joe next week. See how black that is? Which is okay. Is that showing up? I'm not sure that's showing up on the camera. It's showing up on the phone, but not so great on the iPad. Let me turn the lights back on. There we go. So yeah, there you go. Have some fun. Not many tools. You probably already have alcohol inks in your stash. And make some fun signs and change them around every day and cheer people's lives up. Then you've done a good thing, right? So join me on Quietfire Design on the Facebook page, on the website, Pinterest, Instagram. See what the design team is up to on Quietfire Creations, usually 3 or 4 times a week, and Quietfire Digital. And we'll be back here again next week, hopefully with something fun for you to have a look at. So thanks for dropping in, and have a great week.